is making sure you did a pre-launch. Now, we spoke about this a couple episodes ago. Remember the pre-launch, how we had a phase 1 and a phase 2? I'll be sure that my editor links those both below. Remember when we talked about the pre-launch, the phase 1 and the phase 2, how you wanted to really get a movement, create a movement around your podcast, get people to feel like they're part of your podcast. They're looking forward to it in anticipation for your launch. They're waiting for your launch, either because some of those social media posts that we talked about in phase 2, all of those are going to be critically important for a newer podcast, especially if you can do it before the launch. So I want to reiterate how helpful it can be to talk about your podcast before it ever airs, to build anticipation. Netflix does this with their shows. Marvel does it with the movies, with the Marvel comic movies that they put out. You will watch Spider-Man. They'll have 2 or 3 different Spider-Man trailers all over social media, all over YouTube, all over other, when you go to a different person's movie, you'll see those. They're building anticipation well in advance of the actual launch of the show or the movie or the podcast. This is a significant way to be able to get people behind it, getting them talking about it. And you're utilizing a special piece of the human psychology, which is fear of missing out. You're utilizing this piece where they're like, oh man, I don't want to miss it. What if it's good? Other people are talking about it. I should too. I go and watch movies just because of the social proofing. I go and watch movies all the time. I listen to people's podcasts because of the social proofing all the time. People talk about things that I could buy. I was at the airport. I did a ski trip this week. And so yesterday I was at the airport and I found out somebody had put these Apple markers, I think that's what they were called, inside of his ski bag. So he was like, I know exactly where it is right now. It moved this many feet and it's coming toward me. And he knew because of these things and because of his testimony, because of his social proofing, he was actually using the product. I bought a set of 4 of those. They were expensive, but I sat there while I was waiting for my ski bag for my snowboard. I went on Amazon and I purchased this thing because of his social proofing. And your listener and your potential listener are no smarter than me. Okay. I'm not even claiming to be a very smart person, but we all seem to have the same psychological things work for us or against us. And social proofing is always going to make you and me buy a product because other people believe in it. Other people have vested their time in it. Other people say that it's good. We know that it's been being used in real life, not just some scam. And I want to go ahead and try it. So I bought it. And your listener is going to do the same thing with strategy 2 is if you build the anticipation before you launch, during your pre-launch.